Rightio, here at Dave Green Let's Go, I've just got the Wattson meter that we're introducing onto our line. Basically, it's this little meter here. It's made out of all recyclable goods, and it runs off a 24 volt outlet within your kitchen, as well as it has a PC software, which I will show you in a second, and also here in the switchboard it has a transmitter, which is also run off 240 volt power. It means it's maintenance free, there is no batteries, so for old people that's quite handy, they never have to worry about batteries. Basically just sits in their kitchen and runs as long as they want it to. So basically it's plugged in here, sends a signal to here and gives it a certain amount of readings. On the back of the switchboard it's got CT clamps on the back of the load side of the meters, both hot water and power, to give us an accurate consumption. So basically here on the Wattson, our house at the moment on standby is running at about 260 watts. Okay, that's with a couple of fridges and that going on. So at the moment it's above our average. As you can see, it's glowing red. When it glows a bit lower, it glows blue is when the average comes down. So basically the Wattson has a few functions. That there is the power in use. When we scroll to the side, so this is our power in use. It's 277 watts. Okay, when we go to the next one, it shows the dollar value of how much in a dollar value over a 12-month period, running at that wattage, basically what it's going to cost us as an estimate value. If you turn over to generated power, obviously I don't have solar on this house, obviously it's a rental, but I did have it as the results will show on the computer on a customer's house at Curramundi. It was an 18 panel and that was actually showing 1500 watts, which is what he was producing at the point in time. Next one is net power. That basically minuses your generated power off your power in use and gives you a readout of what power you're using at the present point in time. Now for the guy at the solar at Curramundi, that was actually a negative value, so it was showing him an instantaneous value throughout the day every 20 seconds to see if his solar is generating more than his house is consuming, which is quite handy. And the next one is just power in use. So basically that just sits on your kitchen, has a nice illuminative effect, and underneath it shows you your average. Okay, so I'll just go back to power in use and I'll show you what happens when we turn an oven on. Okay, so we're sitting here at power in use at the moment, okay, which is our standby of 273. If I turn the oven on here, it gives out in 20 seconds, it shows you just how the wattage goes up. And a customer can see every appliance they flick on to how much wattage it's actually drawing, and basically it shows them what they're consuming at any point in time. So if they're going out of a morning and their kids are at school, they know that if it's glowing red, that they need to change it, that they need to turn things off to get it back below their average to help them control their consumption. So if we turn our oven off now, okay, 256, we might also knock out a power circuit, and as we see it goes down, it will continue to go down with the power off. Obviously it's our air conditioner. Okay, the heater's on. No worries, so we'll just leave it at that now. For now, we'll go down to the computer system that it comes with, which is the Holmes, and we'll just plug this in by USB. While I'm there, actually, I'll show you the other options it has. It has numbers only, which basically just displays the illuminative numbers on the front. It has a clock, which shows you the time of the clock in the days. This is a dummy one. This clock is actually not in Eastern Standard Time. The new version that comes out in 2 weeks to Australia has got that in proper standard time, so you can sit it beside your bed if you like. The next one is night mode, okay, which is basically dark if you're sleeping, and then we've got colours only as well. So as it goes over your average of your household, it changes colour. As you see illuminate, it actually goes blue, and what that does is it actually over a 9-day period gets your average of your consumption. So ours is 262. It's actually a bit lower over night time, so when it gets down around 100, ours will actually turn blue, and that turns blue for you to show you that everything's okay and you're actually saving money. Okay, so we'll go down to the computer system now. Okay, this is the Holmes. It's the PC software that's downloaded free off the internet, and as you turn it on, it searches for your homes and actually sucks the information from it. So if we go to account, okay, in the rates column, you can actually justify your first and second rates for your on and off peak. So basically we run at 17 cents per kilowatt hour and 6 cents at off-peak power here on the Sunshine Coast. You can change your options as well to a dollar value. You enable your generated logging, and you also display our current Wattson reading, and it collects it, and we're on Melbourne here time frame. So with all that preset by the electrician who installs it, we can then go over to usage. The Holmes generates you and shows you on your computer basically a graph readout, nice and simple to read, of what it does day by day. Down in the bottom left hand corner here you can view by month, view by hour, or view by 24 hour. For today's purpose we'll just sit by day, and you can actually see over the day. So the 20th of May, Thursday, which is obviously when I turned it on, we've used 7 kilowatts in total today of energy usage, and we used 31 yesterday and obviously 25. Now as you can see, when it was on the solar on the weekend at the Curramundi house, his generator was 5 for the day, which is quite acceptable. So over in our power, that's basically the peak of power that it's got to, and you can see his has got up there. So basically ours has got up here on the Wednesday, so it's quite effective. And when we come over to cost, and we'll go on to 24 hours, okay, so it shows us at any point in time of the day when this has logged it in. Okay, shows you the time. It shows you basically, if it was like that for a year, how much you can expect, around about estimate figure of what your bill can be. So as you can see, that's $271 there, and our bill for last year from AGL was $273.08. So that's quite close for an estimate value. And over again there's $270, so that's $3 out. That's quite good. And it logs you on the side here, easy month by month by month, what you can do, and you view it by your days. It also gives you a CO2 output for those that want to get right into it, and they can actually monitor their CO2, because soon when the carbon tax comes in, you'll be paying $30 per tonne of CO2 that you use. Okay, so that's the energy meter. As you can see up the top of the screen here, it also gives you a readout, and we'll just get that off onto numbers. Okay, so 247 watts on your screen. It also shows you 49 now watts within your kitchen. Okay. So as you can see, it's illuminating blue underneath there now. That's our Wattson meter, nice and light, easy to use. Bit of feedback would be lovely. Tell me what you think. Thanks.